Okay. Should be fine, I think. I'll just get a snack. You're just there. What's up? How are you doing? How's it going? Still game, still that? Okay. You're just about to go to sleep. I mean, it's 3 p.m. here. I was just working out in the morning. Now chilling for like 1-2 hours. And now I thought like, hey, let's stream a bit. Yo little snitch, what's up? How are you doing?
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way.
Some sad news, some good news. What happened?
NSF everywhere, JC.
Looking forward to
Your orders
throwing
are to shoot on sight.
to watching
A
me throwing
UNATCO
pregnancy
informant on the
tests.
North Dock can get you inside the
Oh, it's
statue.
such a good insider.
Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper. If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Damn. That really sucks to stare. I'm sorry to hear that.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his
7
way.
years. I mean, the only thing you can do is like give the best last years which are able you can give. I would say. Like, I don't know what to say. Sorry, man.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a
Right.
bum. Identify yourself.
Best friend is having a
Heads
baby.
up,
Oh, hey.
JC. Your brother Paul is on his way.
Another Corona baby.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper. If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown. Check in.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password. Before the brief...
General Car.
Ah, too nice.
That was a close one up there.
Had a baby girl a month ago. Yeah, it's still Corona, baby. And I didn't get the throw, so we're losing time here.
Wish I was going with you.
Nah. Kinda went for that, yeah. I think it's so funny, like another friend literally announced before I did that he's becoming a father too. And it was literally birth date is around the same time. And I was like, what? Like, I was super shocked. But for him, it was like an accident. And I was like, okay. And ours was planned and was like, alright, that's funny. So we were already like making jokes like when we go to the speedrun events. So hey, we're doing trolley races with the babies. And people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
That's him. He's a cop. Quiet. Think we got cops.
The NSF terrorists in the sub.
They found
Rehearse? Like you mean go through it again? No, not really.
Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block.
Because I don't plan what I'm saying when I'm doing marathon runs. I just say whatever is coming up in my head. And because I've done a couple of runs, I know where I say certain things. Especially when it comes to the old tricks. Like, because some things are new, some things are old. I always come up with a new explanation, just on the fly, or how I could say it. I'm not thinking like how I could say it, I just think of something, and then I say, oh no. And that somehow worked, okay. Sure. I didn't know you can do it like that too.
Watch for the maps. I'm picking up sonic transducer activity.
I thought for a second I
Sending you a satellite image that should help
failed the
find
trick,
your
but it
approach.
seems to be fine. Oh, hey Bombi, thanks for good luck. What's up? What? In all the time I speedrun this game, never did this ever happen before. What? I never died with this electricity here. Hey Benjamin, there is something called Deus Ex, and there you can set the brightness, and you also can do that in the configuration file. So if you find the Deus Ex ini file in your documents folder, you can set the brightness there. It's like something like, I think standard is like 0.4, and I put it on 0.6, that's why it's so bright. Unfortunate, but it's okay. iPhone. I mean, as long as you enjoyed and it works.
Your brother Paul is on his way to...
Just now that I'm becoming a father and I'm thinking more and more how to spend money on, my thought is like
NSF
save stuff
KC.
everywhere.
Your orders are to shoot
I also
on
wanted to
sight.
check
Bring
out
an
the Raspberry Pi.
informant on the north
I still need to order it
inside the
to get the
statue.
emulator thing
Look for a
going.
bomb.
I just don't know if it
Identify yourself
can,
with the phrase, iron and copper.
like from what I read on the internet and the documentation,
If you wanna make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth
it's
course.
sad you can
Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to
get
stay
most of
quiet,
the retro
and
emulators on,
cover.
which
Or
sounds
if you have
cool.
to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
But I was wondering if I can get like a PlayStation or PlayStation 2 emulator on running on Raspberry Pi 2.
Come on in.
But I really
The
don't
retinal
know.
scanner
I
can
need
read
to
blood
check.
vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
What are you eating? Hey, numbers.
Remember
I'm
that
just
Mr.
eating some
Vanderley wants
chocolate
to
because
see
I'm
you.
hungry.
Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Yeah, you have to put the light
Before the briefing,
General Carter.
augmentation on all the time. I mean, that's why the mm, excuse me, like I'm still eating, so um, that's why we use the Deus Ex Extra because it fixes a couple of things, and I would
That was a
really
close one,
suggest that,
Lieutenant.
or take a look into the revision. It does a lot of auto corrections as well. Yeah, I don't have a knife, so I need to do this. But I would have probably not enough juice for PS2, but PlayStation 1. I mean, I would be satisfied with PlayStation 1. So I can have like the Raspberry Pi in the living room, and when we have visitors, just play games with them. And show my daughter in the future, like, hey, this is shit I played when I was a kid.
It's dented.
I would hear of is a PlayStation 2 emulator on Raspberry Pi. Okay. Oh god, not that again. You Xerdice, what's up? How are you doing?
Someone there?
Also, what's up? How are you doing, Xerdice? How's everything on your side? Yeah, I would do that in the future, Vandister. I would just whisper you once I have the thing here. Because I will have time in during Christmas, like 3 weeks holidays, and I thought like, yeah, I will just get it and take a look into that because I want to get that thing running. Shit ton of VR chat lately. Alright, I haven't tried VR chat. I'm still waiting for my reverb glasses, which are where I got an information mail where they basically said like, hey, those who ordered before July something will get the order next or the upcoming week at the end of November, and everyone else will be delivered later. Sadly, I ordered it at the end of July or June, I can't remember anymore. So I don't know if I will receive it this month or start of December or in December or only January. Check your email, silly. I did! What? What are you talking
reading
about?
reports of a
I checked
hostage
my email,
situation in a
and it
Tahoe
literally
motel
said
which
like,
is at
hey,
the
in 2 weeks,
southeast
but
corner
it's
of the
not
bar.
confirmed for me.
When you stayed with Paul, did you meet
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Remington and his
that is the
daughter
thing. I'm
Sophia?
not in
We
the
think that there's
first
one of them
bracket
still
of people
inside.
who pre-ordered it. I'm like in the later half. And the later half literally said they don't know when that will get delivered for them. Because the first batch gets delivered to those who ordered it like 3 weeks earlier. Thanks. Yeah, but that pre-order mail is complete bollocks because if I would have, if that would be still right, I would have gotten it already. That is the problem. Like it's not correct anymore. The date they sent, I would have had
Mr.
it
Lance,
already.
I'm picking up sonic transducer activity. I'm sending you a satellite
Yeah,
image that should help you
because
align your...
HB called and not HB called, but like they basically said like, we don't even know when we're going to deliver it ourselves, and like what? So it's now a waiting game. That's okay.
Look for the building with the antenna.
Ah, June or July. Yeah, yeah. No, I know. What I mean is like I know which month. I don't know which month it was, but I know which date I bought it, and when the first premium batches get sent. And I know that I'm not in the first premium batches, and I don't know when for the others, like the ones who ordered it the 2 weeks later, will receive it. Like, no idea. I mean, I will still get it earlier than the others, but it's not set where what early times we'll get it. And a friend of mine told me that his order got not declined. How do you say it? I don't know the word. Basically, that they stopped it on their own and gave him back his money. And that was such a weird thing, but nothing happened to me, so I don't know. Just missing information.
Welcome back.
It's okay though.
Was a success. Just about the only bright
It just
side of
sucks.
the operation,
Cancel.
unfortunately.
Yeah, cancel.
Report to Manderley for a briefing.
fraudulent order.
Manderley said he's busy, but to
I
wait
don't know.
inside his office.
But yeah, it just annoys me. I mean, I wouldn't mind it too badly. I'm still happy if I get it. But my idea was like, hey, the baby is going to be here in January, February, and I still have time this year, so I thought like, well, let's play a lot of VR games before I will have no time to play VR. And now I'm maybe getting it in December or maybe in January, and then the baby is there, and then I won't have time to play VR. So yeah.
Carry on, Adrian.
New Vision mod? No, I'm using the Deus Ex Exa. I'm not using any mod for Deus Ex. It's the vanilla game on Steam with the Deus Ex Exa. If you look up for Kentil.net and then Deus Ex, you will find some renderers, like the Direct 11 or Direct X 10 renderer, and also like a setup which makes the configuration of the game properly and makes it working for modern machines. Full VR. Baby strap. Cheaper than the blanket. What? Oh. Yeah, we got the baby strap thing and got it for 15 euros, which was super cheap. Like, but then again, I bought it at my uncle's place or from my uncle without knowing that he's selling that in the first place. And I just meet him at the meetup, and he's like, Heinrich? I'm like, okay. I didn't know that my uncle is the seller. And he was like, yeah, if you need more stuff, just tell me and I'm going to give it to you. I'm like, okay. But right now we don't need anything because he has 2 boys and, well, we're getting a girl, so it's like, shit, whatever. Yeah, eBay Kleinanzeigen. Exactly. That's where we bought it, and that's where I met him. And I was like, huh, world is small. I didn't even think, because like his initials, he didn't give his full name in. So I didn't know who A.Z. is. Like, you know, it's just another random name on the internet. I was like, okay. And then I look and I'm like, oh, now I know who you are. Now those initials ring a bell. Okay, we have one more shot.
You're entering a helibase terminal below a private section of
And I failed like an idiot.
You should be able to take the elevator to ground.
Yeah, this is a reset, I
If you
think.
hit trouble, double back across the platform. There's a sewer drain to the northwest which leads to a pond next to the airfield.
Dude, he's really blocking me. Yeah, this is bad. We're losing time here. And yeah. This game at areas with 0 light inside of vents. Some textures are rendered solid black. Yeah, that's like pretty tough if you play with a DirectX renderer and you don't set it up properly. But it works. You can go into the initial file.
We're certain based on what you've discovered.
You run out of power in the sewers. Oh my god. That sounds like what I had to do, where you have to turn it on and off the entire time, so you just see something for a blink of a moment, Ben. Heinke's first kiss. With my fiance? Where at my birthday party. Yeah. That was my first kiss. Because good old Heinke, yeah, good old Heinke, when I was still doing my A-levels or studying or being in school, I never was interested in girls because I was interested in power and knowledge, basically. So I saw, it sounds a bit cringe. I guess it was like me as a kid, but I thought like it was a waste of time to have a girlfriend, and I don't need that. So all I did, whenever people went to party, I went to train. And this is literally how I was until later on. I was like, oh hey, you meet some cool girls here and there, and some with same interests, and that's basically how I found my fiance.
Manderley wants to see you. You know the
It's still a waste. I think it's fine if you find a correct partner, Dale. Like my girlfriend, like my fiance, I literally meet because of martial arts. And she said like, "Hey, I'm doing martial arts," and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing it too." And then like we got like met up, interested in each other, and just like working well. And she's the perfect partner for me. What's your opinion on Human Revolution? I like Human Revolution. Human Revolution and Mankind Divided are a lot of fun, even though the gameplay mechanics are a bit differently. But Human Revolution is very cool. I like it. I enjoy it. Josie Heinke, yo Smacker, what's up? Yeah, what will I aim for? Way? Yeah, I guess this is the cruel way of saying it, but yeah, it's literally the fact. That's how life works, and that's why I was so pissed with a friend of mine because he was like, "Oh, you don't try drugs, you don't smoke, your life is so boring, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Dude, if you want to live your life like that, that's totally fine. Like, do it. I don't care. But this is not what I want. I want to become stronger. I want to go to the World Championship or European Championship. Like, this has been a very long time. That was like when we were 18. So yeah, it's been a while." Um, but that conversation pissed me off on so many levels. He was like, "Oh, you don't try this, you don't try that. Napoleon Revolution," and I was like, I don't want to try certain things. Like, I'm open for a lot of things. Like, I don't mind going bungee jumping. I don't mind going skiing or doing any of the other
We have movement here, sir.
crazy sports. I would like to do all of them, but I don't interested in drugs or these kind of things. Therapeutic. Don't worry, Ben. That's totally fine. I mean, that's why I'm streaming. I like to have these conversations while doing speedruns because when I'm playing casually, I'm mostly focusing on the game. But when I'm doing speedruns, I know the parts and what's happening, so I can just enjoy the game, do my run, and literally still have a conversation with you guys.
Good.
All right. Uh, shit. I got through, but because of my move. Nah. No. Yeah, this is reset. It's not too bad. We got pretty far for doing the first run. Yeah, exactly. We're talking about that a lot of times. Stickheads. That's why I say always fuck Square Enix because they literally ruined Deus Ex and wanted to make it like a three-part game shit. Also, there is one thing I wanted to practice. Paris clip. Yeah, this is the one. Last time I lost 3 minutes. No, 2 minutes. And I don't want that to happen again. So let's practice a bit. So we come from here. Doo -doo -doo. Go magic pixel. I think this is here. So roughly like this. If it works or not, we will find out. I got it. Third try. Okay. Yeah. It worked better, but not as good as I would like to. So this is like this thing, and I put it roughly here. If I get it semi-consistent like this, I'll be happy. Let's go skeleton. What? Where is the skeleton coming from? Also, I forgot to refill my water. I'll be right back. I'm getting more water. sorry. From just getting water, it became, hey, there's still the baby furniture. Well, not baby furniture, but the baby stuff. Which is lying outside. Can you bring it in? And I was like, yeah, sure. Ah, okay. Sorry. With the sports skeleton? No, I don't know that one, Bombi. I say everything's so smooth and buttery. I haven't tried one of those screens. I'm still using older ones, which I use for programming, so there's that. Deus Ex 11 renderer. I'm using the Deus Ex 11 renderer, so it works pretty well. And yeah, don't worry, I'm not a huge fan of FPS games myself, but they work pretty good, and the renderer seems fine to me. Why not Vulkan? Oh, that wasn't bad. Okay. Okay, so the spot was... Yeah, so there's like this... Okay, maybe my reference isn't that great for people, but there's like this black dot. When I put it like in between, that just worked. Yeah, okay. Oh, you mean frames per second? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, but if you put it on 100, Deus Ex should run smooth as butter, so you should be fine. But yeah, oh right, now I can show you. Ah shit, now I'm back. But you saw there's only this little slot here where you can clip inbounds. But okay, I think it's fine. Yes, I used the glitchy save. I need to restart the game. Because we used the one in prison, and then I failed prison. But still, as I said, not too bad. First run, and we got there. Had like kinda a semi-decent run. Okay, where is Deus Ex? Where is Deus Ex, please? Details there. Details, priority, 2 CPU, thank you, bam. Alright. Alright. But because we were talking about first kiss, like, another fact is like, this is my first relationship, and now we're getting married, and I'm also becoming a father. So that's really interesting. Yo, Intriggers, what's up? How are you doing? How's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Y tú? I remember a bit of my Spanish lessons. It's been a while. I only remember that I used además very often when I was writing essays.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover.
I laughed my ass off because she saw it and was like, "Oh, it's so cute!" Like there was like a bear on it, and like, "Oh, so cute! We can put the baby on. How much does it cost?" And I'm like, "It's 70 euros." And then she's like, "Ugh," fold it back together. I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "It's okay, baby." You like she touched her belly. It's like, "It's okay, baby. You can lie on the carpet too." It was like hilarious. Oh man, it was so funny.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his...
How explosive, oh my god. Yeah, I heard the news when people, like, I didn't understand when I said, like, yeah, soon we will know the gender, and people were like, oh wow, don't burn a forest, and I'm like, what? Why should I burn a forest? It makes no sense. And when people sent me the articles where in America people put like a fire on, oh whoa, a fire in the forest because of it, and I was like, what the f is wrong? Gets everything first try. Not always, sometimes.
If you want to
Maybe.
make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out
Yeah,
of
I'm
their
using
field of
a
view,
multi-streamer, so I'm streaming to YouTube, to Twitch and DLive,
remember that a
but
headshot
DLive is
is
not
a
working,
mistake.
so I'm just streaming to YouTube and Twitch right now. I was thinking of just trying it out because, you know, like with Twitch
The retinal scanner can read blood
horribly
vessel
going
patterns.
with the DMCA strikes and
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants
also with how they work with partners and streamers, I was just thinking like maybe it might be a good idea to just stream to multiple channels. And since that is not a big deal, I just fall off trying it. Because like, I don't trust Twitch anymore. They're going so many times against creators, and they're literally saying like, oh hey, there's music from the DMCA studios, or not DMCA, like studios music which will strike you from the game you're streaming. Well, just mute the game, lol. Like, really? Is that really their suggestion? Like, this is so stupid. Yeah, I mean, YouTube had that problem already before.
Wish I was going with you.
So what you're saying is I can use two chats to confuse you? No, no, you can't. I'm still seeing the messages, but yeah, that works. I will create a multi-chat program. I mean, there is. It's called Restream. Like Restream.io. Like, they literally have that multi-chat thingy where you can just plug it to multiple streams. And so I see, like, YouTube, I see Twitch, and I see the D-Live thing, but the D-Live thing is not working, so I just see those two. Relate to all chat rooms, oh boy. I think it's a cool idea, so that you can do like the multi-stream thing. Just literally, as a content creator, you don't need to worry if one side or the other is like striking you. Like, you have like, you just say like, they're like, easy, I'm on every platform. I think it's a cool idea, to be honest. I did something like that with a local server with Nginx. Back then, I wanted to give it a try with Hitbox and Twitch. I was wondering like, how does it work? So I checked it, and it was literally like, okay, if my laptop was more powerful, I could do that, but it didn't work back then. RTX 3070 or 3080? I mean, if I would go for 3000 series already, I would go for 3080 and not for 70, but that's only if I had the money. And if I would go for a 3000 series. 3090, oh boy, Xerdice is throwing the money in. How did the Deus Ex multiplayer work back then? It's basically how you play the game. You just pick up the weapon and then you shoot each other. It still works nowadays. You just need to change the server list and then you can play online. Some people made even mods with Deus Ex where you can play like zombie survivals or normal death matches. One guy even put all the Unreal Engine 1 games and weapons in. So that's not a big deal. Like, you can even play those. It's really cool. Like, modders are crazy when it comes to this stuff. Hey Oblivion, what's up? How are you doing? How's it going? And I somehow managed to screw up my inventory, but it's okay. Plop. Yeah, you saw the option, and as I said, like, it still works even nowadays. You just need to get a server list where people play, and then you can do it. I did that too when, like, sometimes on stream we were playing like multiplayer of Deus Ex. It's really cool. Zombie survival, yeah. I mean, they obviously just take what is favorable or what people like and just mod it. But as I said, it's not the only one. It's like there are multiple mods for Deus Ex, from what I've seen. Oh god, what are you doing, Sir Ice? I only read the did you know, and every time you start like that, it makes me be on guard because I don't know what exactly you're writing. See, this is how you primed me now. Every time you write it, I'm worried. Just like your eyes for you can have a fruit. Oh my god. Better FPS, right? It's not like I have to use a configuration to set the FPS lower so I can actually play the game. Dude, oh my god. All the code splits. The multiplayer community is pretty dead. Servers are empty, can't really play like in the old days. I know, that is true. But then you just need to stream a bit and put it live and people will join. Like what we did last time. We suddenly were like 8 people,
I think the suits
and
are
the
putting a
servers were
squeeze
full.
on Manderley about this one.
Well,
Fire the arrows
yeah,
on
I'm
each.
really like reading the huge blob of text, and I'm like wondering what you're writing.
Counter's full of it. Earlier tonight in the statue.
Every game in the early 2000s. I mean, wasn't that like later on that everything suddenly had like a zombie survival? Oh, yeah, I think like wasn't it like 2010 area where everything was like survival
Agent.
horror
I
something.
refuse to babysit a grown man.
Yes, sir.
I managed to click. Oh no! Woo. Okay, was weird. Yes, I played the Nameless mod once, Vivek, but I never finished it.
This one turns
I have
out
to
a
say.
little better.
And I heard of
truck is
Malkavian mod, but I haven't played it. I just know it's super crazy. And there is not really a game I'm looking forward for this year. Like, I mean, I was looking forward to the Command and Conquer remastered. That was really sick. I loved it. But otherwise, I'm not really looking forward to any other games.
We know the NSF were moving material through here at one point. Seems like a good place to start looking.
Vampire the Masquerade speedruns. You mean from the first game? I mean, I played Bloodlines, or what is it? Like with a restoration mod. I loved the game, it was really cool. And yes, I saw the speedruns and it's really sick. Like, 2 friends of mine did speedruns of it back then. Like, they're now not active anymore, like doing speedruns, but the speedrun is really cool. I think like Source games are just so broken. It's the same with Dark Messiah of Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I forgot what. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I think that's how it's called. I'm not sure. Anyways, that one is really cool to watch. And I was back then in 2014 when I saw Elgo run it back then. I was like, ooh, that looks like a game I want to pick up. But I still want to play through it casually. I remember playing the multiplayer, which was hell of fun. But I haven't since then. Like back then when I was still studying, we were like with a small study group in Hamburg working for a game developer studio, and we did that. That was fun. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, but I want to finish first Supreme Commander because I have that on my RTS list, and I haven't continued that since 2 weeks or something. Just being busy.
Someone there?
All right. We're going to sow that here. What? What? Okay. Well, that was some horrible bad RNG. Yo, Objective. What's up? How are you doing? How's it going? I said Oblivion. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. This could have pinnacle. Shut up, Sir Dice. I'm here too, yeah. Yeah, everyone's here. That wouldn't have been a gold split, even with a 3090. This is not a pay to win game, alright? This is a speed run. If you do mistakes, you fuck up. If you don't fuck up, you win. And I fucked up again. I'll blame this one on you. Okay, just now it was really bright here on the roof, so I put the shadow down, and now it's getting dark, and it's like it's dark and it's raining blood, and it's only 4 p.m. Okay, let me fix this quickly. Don't you love it when the helicopter blades are just killing you because you're too close to them? Ah. Ooh, it looks like it's going to rain or storm. Well, I guess I can just put the lights on. Yeah, why not? Also, ghost tanky. Ooh. Afraid of darkness? No, it's just dark. I like the darkness. Afraid Potter? Ooh, I even understand that reference. Also, wait a second. Ah, I love it when my mother is answering my question but sends me voice messages instead of writing it. Alright, yeah, objective, let me put Frostpunk on the games to play through list. I played it back then, it's super fun. Like, on my birthday, I remember, because I was at a friend's place in Munich when I was still working for the other company. Second game is gonna be Frostpunk. It's not really an RTS, I would say, in the traditional way, but I still think it's fine. Every parent discover the internet things called memes. Yeah, yeah, they do. They definitely do. Alright. Yeah, like, I have to get my car checked for the yearly inspection. And the guy I asked, who said like, yeah, he can do it, like suddenly said like, oh no, I'm busy now, so I need to basically find someone on short notice who can do that. Because if I go to the normal big houses, like big car house industry thingies, then it's like, oh hey, 3 times the money you pay for it for literally nothing. And I think like, screw that. I rather give it to someone I know who does it properly and give him a bonus than those fuckers.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stand in their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind.
But then later on I need to call them.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way.
Well, yeah, yes, shit like that. My old car, when it had to go through the yearly inspection, they suddenly said like, oh yeah, we even painted it newly. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't want that. Like, it's an old car. It was 18 years old. Like, yeah, we repainted. Like, why would you repaint it? Like, what? I was so pissed. Like that was such a shit service. I managed to somehow get through the yearly inspection, but I've spent like 1,500 just because everything was broken and yeah, it was old. But I was so pissed when I saw like, oh hey, we just built you 200 euros for repainting the outer part of your car. I'm like, fuck you.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way.
Oh well. I mean, what you wanna do? This is how they make their money. Like, did we talk about that last time? I'm not sure, but I think we had like a conversation about this with a friend of mine, where we said like, yeah, if you don't know an expert in that certain area, then you're mostly getting screwed. Like, I was talking with a friend of mine who asked me if making a website for over 2 days is correct with a price of 2,000 euros, and I was like, are you shitting me? In 2 days he wants to make a website and wants 2,000 euros for that. I'm like, dude, give me the money and I'll do it for like 300. Like, this is not that hard. And like, they just wanted to screw him, and I'm like, dude, no, don't do that. It is always like that. And then the other guy who's like car mechanic,
vessel patterns
he
right
said
through
like
your
they always use this, like not he himself, but the company
Remember
where
that
he's
Mr.
working
Man
for.
really wants
They
to
just
see you.
they just
Level
bill
2.
them extra,
His
and he said like
secretary,
it's such
Janice Reed,
bullshit. I'm
has
like,
your login and password.
yeah. So what do we learn from this?
Before the
Always
briefing,
know an
we got
expert in your field who can save your ass.
That was a close one up there.
Okay, we have 2 knives.
That
I forgot to throw it, and it was so late, but it still worked. Okay. This is fine.
Wish I was going with you.
Quiet checkup and repairs. Oh boy. It was legit. I mean, if it's legit, then it's fine. But for mine, which was like my car was super old, they said they fixed it. It went just barely through the yearly inspection, and it just drove still like shit. And I was like, okay, did you even do anything on my car? Or did you just say like, oh yeah, we fixed stuff and just charged me money? Uh. But anyways, now I have a new car for 2 years now, and it's not a big deal. I made sure that I'm not getting a German car. It was my first criteria. And then I checked like which has really good rating, like all around the world. And then I got the Toyota Yaris. Because German cars always break, and they always... Everyone here wants German car, but German cars are shit. They do it on purpose. Okay, so first of all, I hate the German car industry. They get through tax evasion and shit like this, and they get money from the state while we have to pay more. But that is one issue. But the other issue I have is just, like, my mother has a Volkswagen. Like, a friend of mine has a BMW, and they always have problems with these cars. Every year, they need to go and get their car fixed for some really stupid things, and it's always breaking, and it's done on purpose. They even sent like an investigation letter which said like, yeah, they do it on purpose, and nothing is done about it. And this pisses me off. Like, why would I get a car which breaks every year on purpose? Yeah, exactly. Volkswagen is completely corrupt, and they're not even hiding that. Not even in Germany. They're like, yeah, we know we're corrupt, but lol. And Germany is like, oh hey, we love Volkswagen. Like, fuck you. Like, back when the scandal happened in America with Volkswagen, that is the best story. Like, they had to pay so many, wait, what? Oh no. I failed. They paid so many people in America for screwing them over. And what did you get as a German? You get a letter, oh yeah, we screwed you over. So, your problem. I was so pissed. My mother got that letter. Her car was completely broken. And they said like, yeah, we screwed you, lol. You paid like 8,000 euro extra. And, well, you need to go back and get it fixed again for a price. And Germany was like, because of lobbyism, they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. Just pay for it. Yeah, Audi, BMW. I'm not sure if Porsche is included as well. But yeah. VW owns Audi. Yeah, okay, then it's like that. Still, both are shit. Don't get those cars. At least if you're in Germany, don't get those cars. Apparently, if you get them from other countries, you get full service. Because they want to not get their rating fucked. But in Germany, they're fucking us over if you get their cars. Yeah, I hear that Mercedes is apparently pretty good, but I don't know. Skoda and Volvo, I don't know. Can't really say about those. But in any case, I'm happy with my Toyota. And the friend of mine, who I told like who is the mechanic, he literally said like, yeah, you got a car which is not going to break at all. like maybe smaller things, but you're fine. Yeah, Toyota Yaris. So he said like, yeah, you'll be good. They're indestructible. So I was like, okay, that sounds good to me.
Come on in.
The less
The
money
retinal
I have
scanner
to
can
spend
read
on a
blood
car,
vessel
the
patterns
better.
right through your sunglasses.
Because I'm first of all not a car person, and I just need to travel for it so I can do my training, and I'm happy.
Secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and
You didn't really like it. Nah, it's okay.
before the
General Car.
But then again, I guess it depends on what car you drive in driving school. Because mostly they're diesels, at least in Germany, and they completely drive differently to like the other oil.
Well, that was a close one up there.
Earning a shit ton of money from them. Yeah. 80, I got like 111, I think, was it? Because it was like a car from 2018. Like, they... No, 2017. So it was like, the car is only 3 years old now. Works perfectly, yeah. Yeah, that's, as I said, like, I had no problems so far. I'm driving it for 2 years now. Like, I have, like, many travels where I had to go to Munich and such. No issues at all. Besides, like, some tire pressure here and there. But, otherwise, it's pretty cool. Error, error, error. What?
Let's head out.
Hey Jasper, thank you very much for the subscription. What's up, and thanks for the good luck. Let's see how things will go. How are you doing? How's it going? Yeah, that is good. Like, I wanted to have a car which saves basically on fuel, because I need to travel every day to another city to train. Slave Aspire, real cool. Yeah, I heard a lot of great things about Slave Aspire. And when I checked online, like from how much fuel it uses and how much I'm driving, and also like the newer shit, because my old car, well, it was 18 years old, so I had to get to the gas store every 3-4 days, and now with the Yaris I can just go once a week, and it saves me quite a lot of money when I'm thinking about it. Hey Quasi Equilibrium, thanks for good luck. What's up? How are you doing? How's it going? And yo, I'm doing a dual stream, so don't be surprised. No, it's not a hybrid. I was thinking of getting a hybrid car first, because that would be the best for me, since if I'm in the city, I'm mostly... you can't go fast. At least if you're in Germany, unless you want to pay a huge penalty. So I was thinking like, yeah, getting a hybrid car would be good, but then the prices are just ridiculously high, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to get a hybrid car yet. And then I found this Yaris car, which I have now, which was 20,000 euros cheaper, and the usage of gasoline was still better than my old car, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to get it. It also was only a year old, so I was like, yeah, it's fine. Also, I love how every stream has a different topic. First, blood types, then we're talking about school system, now we're talking about cars. No, I had before a Honda logo. And as I said, the Honda logo was 18 years old. A friend of mine, without joking you, has still an old Derby, like those super ancient cars, and it still works. Like, this was his first car, and every time we were driving with it, like, because it was so lightweight, you could feel going through curves, like the thing would just fly to the side. It was hilarious. Also, whenever he had to steer, because it doesn't have the electric helper, he had to steer like this. It was like arms training. Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, hydrogen is what I would like to have. deadly doner, but I don't know how far technology is there. And also, it's more popular in Asian countries than in Europe, at least recent for now. So we will see. What? Xardice, god damn it. Oh. Did you ever get a speeding ticket while speedrunning Deus Ex?
Not hard to flip her switch, is it?
My brain hurts reading that, okay?
Listen to what they're saying about the shootout.
But no, so far I got only 2 speeding tickets. One was after the GDQ, because I was super tired, I was driving back home, and there was like a construction site, and it said you have to go down by, what? Why did I lose control again?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're supposed to drive 80. I still was cruising in 100, and then I got a photo. But it was fine, it was not that much. And the other time, I was in front of my fucking apartment in the old apartment. Like I was just, like it was a slope, so I normally press whatever that thing is called, where you just let the car roll down, because it's going downhill, so I don't need to press the gas. So I went faster and stopped in front of my apartment and get a photo, and the guys were sitting on the opposite side of my apartment, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Am I getting literally a photo, a speeding ticket in front of my own apartment because I wanted to park and just roll down? I was so upset. I went out of the car. The 2 guys who were sitting there looked at me. I showed them the middle finger, and then I went back into my home. And then I realized, like, oh, he lives here. Dad jokes, yeah. A lot of people are saying that already. I'm like, god damn it. Hydrogen anywhere yet?
Someone there? The panel's secure. I swear I heard something.
Yeah, it will be interesting. With all the new technology.
What?
Because first I was thinking like, yeah, electric car would be good. Doesn't sound too bad. But then it's just way too expensive for the moment. And just like always in tech branch, like once something passes a certain age, oh excuse me, technology becomes cheaper and better. So I think waiting right now and having the Yaris is like a good option. As I said, like I didn't spend too much on it, like it was 10,000. I'm not really like, oh no, why would you say that? Like it was 10,000, it was fine. And I put the money to the side, so I had like enough saved to get the car immediately. But like electric car for 60, 70,000, like hell no. But I would rather just buy an apartment and live there. Dude, what?
Wait, huh? I saw somebody.
Okay. How much are apartments in your area, Hanky? Like 30 square meters. I would need to check, but I think the last time I checked, like how much 30 square meters were, they were like 300 with electricity and such together. And there are like a lot of those kind of students apartments where you can get like cheap rent as well. Oh, you mean to buy? Buying is like roughly, if I remember correctly, depending on the apartment, you can get them for 60,000 to 350,000 and such. Like a friend of mine bought his apartment, which is like 80 square meters roughly. But it was around the 200,000, yeah. But it's that is the thing. Like the city is different, and for my city where I'm living, you would pay probably 100,000 or 90,000, so it's cheaper because like he's living like in one of the bigger cities. So that also depends. But yeah, around my area it's quite cheap. I mean, I guess it depends. You can get super expensive buildings here too. Yo, Nato, what's up? How are you doing? How's it going? And a soft lock. Nice. Let's go. Say it.
Let's go.
There you go. He's going to repeat that now.
Let's
I
go.
think you fix it like this. Or you can't fix it.
Let's go.
Okay, it's just jumping in the air fixes it. Ah. God damn it, I'm so thirsty today, I don't know what's going on. I guess training was just good.
Heads up, JC.
Like,
Your brother Paul is on his
today I
way.
did weight training, like 2 friends of mine came over, working out, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to raise my weights for leg day. And I was like doing 90 kilogram squats and then 80 kilogram
NSF everywhere,
deadlifts.
JC.
Felt
Your
really
orders
cool.
are to shoot on sight.
Especially since it was like
You'd have
easier
to
than I
perform
thought.
on the North Dock and get you inside the statue.
But then again, this is like what Corona does to me.
Identify yourself with the
I have to
phrase, iron.
do other training so I can satisfy my training. Because normally I do like once a week
Remember the Academy still
strength training, and the other
stand in
time
your
I'm
field
just
of view,
doing
walk
martial arts.
slowly to stay
But now I
quiet,
can't do
and
martial
crouch
arts because
behind
all the
cover.
holes
Or
are
if you have to get your hands dirty,
closed,
remember that a
sadly.
headshot is a lethal takedown.
live on Twitch with 656 viewers right now. Hard.
Come on in. The retinal scanner.
Thank you very much for pointing out that I have 56 viewers right now.
Remember that Mr. Hartley
But
wants
no.
to see you.
Hi Lineage, what's up? How are you doing?
His
How's it going?
secretary, Janice,
That's fine. I don't care
will
about the
be
numbers,
impossible.
and I also see the numbers. That's okay. What's up? How are you doing?
Before the briefing,
General Car
60 kilometers. Yeah, okay, that is a bit far. So I would understand that you wouldn't go for this kind of car. At least not for now. But we don't know. Like maybe I hope that things will get better. But then what I'm worried about is because of Germany, is how they will try to prevent this. Kind of like this development, because hey, it's Germany and the German car industry doesn't want to evolve. I realize that more and more in the companies I work, that it's always the same shit. Like they use technology or stuff from 15 to 20 years ago, and always the same fucking excuse. But hey, we get our money with that way thing. Like yeah, but it's not fucking innovation, and we're working in tech. Like tech is supposed to be about innovation, but they're all fucking suckers just saying like, oh, we make money, so we keep it. Literally thinking just making your own company would be the best at this point. Just being, like letting your creative mind loose. That's what I would love to do. Or I just decide to become a sucker like those guys. And just be an old grumpy developer. But not because I chose that way, but because I have to do that to take care of my family.
Let's head out.
It's always so stupid. But yeah, I think the best would be just to be self-independent or like a freelancer. Do whatever work you want to do and get paid for that. But the chances to get that running is quite hard. And it also has its own risk.
They found us. That's him. He's a cop. I got this. Is someone there?
the NSF terrorists in the sub.
Who's there? Found us. We lost him.
We're getting reports about
Yeah, but
hostile
the thing is like they're not
situation
in
in
the
the southeast
majority,
corner of the
I
block.
think.
When you stay
But
with
it depends,
Paul,
I guess,
you
on
meet
the
Mr. Renton and his
state
daughter, Sandra.
in Germany,
It's
but
like at least one
from what I saw last time, they're not in the majority. I give a freelancer when, well, if I have like enough to feed my family and my new kids, then I would have gone for it a long time ago. Because I would love to be my own boss. It's not like I have a discipline, I can do that, but if I don't get enough money to take care of everything, then there's no point in doing that. and companies normally are safer in that regard.
I'm picking up sonic
Like a friend of
transducer.
mine, like in the last job
Sending
I
you
did, like I
satellite
was
image
talking with a
session.
friend of mine. We were both working that startup. Both of us were unsatisfied after a while, and he said like, yeah, he wants to become a freelancer. So why did you use the biocell? What? So like he was talking with me and telling me how the freelancer thing works, because I thought like, hey, this is the best. Like you're your own chef, you do things the way you want, use the
For the building
technologies you
with the
want,
antennas.
and I think that would be great. But there were too many risks, and I was thinking like, yeah, if I have to take care of my fiance and then I wanted to have a kid, I was like, I can't do it at the moment. So I just applied for a different company, which provide like good stuff. At least it looked like that. It's mostly like that, but just the certain philosophies they have in the company are just annoying me. Like as I said, like the hey, we know that this is all outdated and old from like 15 years ago, but this technology from 15 years ago pays our rent. And I'm like, that is okay, but like you can't, like, for me this is a sign that they will not change it and will keep it for the next 15 years, and I don't want to work with 30 years old tech in the future. Like, fuck no. Alright, Alberto, thanks for the good luck. What's up? How are you doing? I have a lot of friends and stories of them, yeah. There's so many people I know. Because, like, what I realized when I think of, like, the speedrunning community, like, I meet so many people every day, like, like, when I'm at the events and make new friends and see old friends, and it's like, I'm so open-minded and I think there's so many interesting parts. So, like, why not? There's, like, nothing holding me back or saying, like, hey, you're not allowed to have friends with this guy or be in good contact with this guy. And I just stay myself. So, there you go. Playing some No Man's Sky. I heard a lot of great stuff about No Man's Sky nowadays because they patched and updated frequently. So that sounds cool. But I don't, it's not my kind of game. I'm not like, I'm not that much anymore into like the harvest and build and survival thingy. Is it even survival? I don't think so. Like, I think that phase is gone
NSF
after I
everywhere,
played too much
JC.
Minecraft.
Your orders are to shoot on site.
So what did the friend of say about freelancing? So far, what is happening? Why is it always like I press right click and we're out of the thing here? But yeah, so far he said it's great. Like, he's not getting much money for what he's doing, but the projects he's doing and the work he's doing, the architecture and being his own boss is amazing. He said like he still has some projects where he's getting money in, and he always can use the new technologies and basically pitch it. He's always saying like he's using this and that, and now he made something like Zoom, just for a music company, and that's pretty cool. And it works well, and he can just have his own playground. I think that's super sick. Like something like that, I would love to do. Just work with new shit and work with it and do whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, Scrum is like so standard nowadays. I don't mind doing Scrum. I think it's okay. It's just everyone is whoring out Scrum the wrong way. Just saying like, oh, we have to become agile, and there's no point in trying to become agile if you use 15 years old fucking tech. Like, it's going in the right direction, but it's still going with baby steps, and that's my problem with it.
Wish I was going with you.
Just explore and enjoy the story. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, Orbital, actually. Oh my god, Sir Dice, why? Oh my god. Yeah, the multiplayer still works in this haircut. We're talking about it at the start of the stream. Also, what's up? How are you doing? Video messaging. Yeah, there you go.
I swear I heard something.
Besides other things. You have a good old... Yeah, it's the buzzword bullshit bingo. That's how we called it. Like, every time when recruiters write me, I'm thinking like of making like a buzzword bingo just to see which words are going to get thrown at me. And it's always the same, like, are you sick of working with old technology at this company? Do you want to work with new technology at this company? And then in the end they're going to use the same old technology. It's like always like that. Someone will subscribe for such a message. No, it's different. People have voluntarily can subscribe, and that's totally fine. I'm not forcing anyone. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. If you want to support, you can. It's like fine.
Uh-oh. That's him.
So I'm not like forcing anyone. If I had a reason,
The NSF
or
terrorists from the
like if I have a goal, damn it. If I had a goal, why you would subscribe? Maybe then people would say like, oh, he has this goal, so why not give him money? But I don't have anything. Like the only thing I can say like is thanks for subscribing, and all the money I'm getting, I'll mostly put anyways on the baby. So if you want to give me some early presents, you can give me the money, and I will put it to the baby. So maybe I'll buy the blanket my fiance doesn't want it to get because it was 70 euros. That was so hilarious. Oh man, that made my day. I just, people must don't buy the blanket.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his
Oh, it was just hilarious because like I started like if anyone in the store looked at me and was like, why is he laughing so hard? Just because of this happening with a blanket. I'm gonna be a father orbital. The baby is coming in February if everything works.
Your orders are to shoot on site. A UNATCO
We have this fancy new Windows XP machine. Yeah, like that. Like we're not going to work with Internet Explorer. Hey, here's a priority ticket where you have to fix Internet Explorer. Like what? Also, hey, Razor, what's up? How are you doing?
Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch
Red X, Linux, and
or if you have to get
the
your hands
tax
dirty,
editor. Oh my
remember that
god.
a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Thank you, haircut. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns
Yeah,
right through your
wasn't
sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Yeah, it's CD Projekt Red. Yeah, as I said, like I'm not looking forward to hardware. What? I'm not looking forward to Cyberpunk anymore. So the game is dead for me. Like we'll see how the status will be later on. And for now, I don't
That was a close one.
have any new game in mind. Like there's some VR games I want to play, but as said, my VR headset is not here, so I can't do anything. Hey, another web developer buddy here! Yay! Hello, Artem. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Refusing to fix Internet Explorer is the best you can do. But then again, like even when I applied for this job, we support Edge. But I mean, Edge is using Chromium nowadays, so that's kinda-ish fine. If we're talking about the Edge, which uses Chromium. Because it's like literally using the same engine like Chrome.
Quiet.
Hey Victoria. You got Neo, it barely runs on your PC, but you're getting through it. That reminds me when I was playing Star Wars Republic Commando, my computer back then was so bad, I could barely play it. It didn't load the textures, but I finished the game. And I just had everything like in those grayish colors, but I finished it. That was hilarious. Yeah, if it goes on sale, maybe, Swato, I agree. I've seen questions, why is Cyberpunk dead for you? Because they're using Scrum, maybe they're using Scrum, but they're using Crunch for over a year for the developers. They get no rest, and they basically say like, yeah, we're forcing the developers to work more and more, and the developers tell them like, hey, we need more time, and they're like, no, and that's why they're always moving the date, and literally say like, oh, but we're paying the developers, and like, fuck them. Crunch is never good. Nice, that was a good early throw. Also, hey, Swato. I think I said hi already.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in a Ton hotel.
Yeah,
The
I guess
southeast
that is the
corner of
best way,
block.
Black. Also, hey,
When
what's
you
up?
stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? You think at least one of them is still
I don't
missing?
know. There are some issues with Edge when it comes to animation frameworks, but there are like so many polyfills, it shouldn't be a big deal. That was my experience at least. You're so sick of web development. Yes, I can understand your pain. I mean, like, there's some cool things you can do, and it's fine.
Watch
But
for lambs. I'm picking up sonic
uh,
transducer activity.
there's sometimes
Sending you a
so
satellite
many
image that shows
minor
you
things
your
which
approach.
people see as an issue and which are not, and I'm like, why? Like, why is that a problem? Like, like the worst thing, like I cannot, like that is what I hate the most is when
Use the
people
built-in
drag
antennas.
the screen like to change the resize events and then they're like, but it breaks on this pixel number which is completely irrelevant because no other device is supporting it. I'm like, why do we need to fix something like this? It makes no difference. It's like, doesn't matter. It just needs to work on the certain devices. It looks completely different on on a mobile phone. Like, why do we need to fix something which is on desktop by 1440 pixels? Like, what? And it only happens when you resize. Like, it makes no sense. Like, god damn it. I dropped somehow from the ladder. I mean, JavaScript is bad. I completely agree with you, Deadly Donor. But I think with TypeScript, a lot of those issues are not a thing anymore. I beat Dark Souls before Dark Souls 2 even came out when I hated my ultimate rate. Like 20 FPS. So I think I can do with Neo at 20 FPS. That's some dedication there, Vittoria. Not bad. JavaScript only devs. Yeah, I think so too, Swado. And if you have developers who are coming from development background, like the worst developers I had to work with for front end were those who only did design and started to learn front end development because they're supposed to learn, and they just don't understand the concept between inheritance and interfaces and such like that, or why it's good to have types, and always going through that is a nightmare. Ugh. You love that game. Also, hey, switching from YouTube to Twitch, I see. They pretty much will release an unfinished game. Yes, Bombi. Yeah, crunch is a problem with management, but the problem is the developers, the designers, and everyone who is doing the low-level work are suffering while the company is still getting most of the money. And that's what I'm not agreeing with. And there's not something like where you can say like, hey, I want to support the company, or more like, hey, I want to support the devs. That doesn't exist in a company corporate business. So that's the issue. Now this object, what else do you need? I mean, like, it always, I forgot the TED talk where the guy's like showing like the craziness of JavaScript, and then he's like, okay, two, what is it called? I forgot the English word. 2 equals means something different than 3 equals, and if something is equal that, and you, it's so fucked up. It's hilarious, though. I have to read through that again. I mean, luckily with TypeScript you don't have that big of an issue with that anymore, and in JavaScript they patched it and they fixed that, but still, there's so many problems with vanilla JavaScript, but with TypeScript it's fine. Just the problem is that TypeScript doesn't work for everyone, or not in every project. Don't waste my life. Yeah, don't do it.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on site. A UNATCO informant on the
Designer devs, yeah.
you inside the
I mean,
stage.
I don't mind if they, like,
Identify
the cool
yourself
thing
with
with those
praise.
guys, they can do the design and the implementation themselves, which is fine. The problem is just they need to understand the basics, and most of them refuse, and that is the problem. 3D artists, ultra big galaxy. I mean, it's not really galaxy brain programming, it's just work and getting used to it, but
Come on in.
I think
The retinal scanner
3D
can read blood vessel
development is
patterns right
pretty.
through your sunglasses.
3D design is pretty cool too if you know how to do it. Like everything is cool
Mr.
if you once
Manderley
get
wants
your
to see
head
you.
around it.
Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password. Before the briefing.
General.
Hey AFF, yes, that is the problem. I know like
That was
some
a
big
close one.
corporations do crunch too, but not to the extent that it's like for a year, like what Project Red is doing. And that is the problem. Like if you do it for a week, I kinda can understand if you have to get a deadline. This happened to me too in one of the older company, but I got extra payment and extra holidays once the project was done. And that is to a certain degree okay. That is kinda like I don't want to do that, but I had to do it and I got like something in exchange. But doing crunch for a year where you don't get anything back is just bullshit. Decision process, yeah.
It's dented.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like which I think the only studios which are don't really do crunch are indie developers. But that's I think why I enjoyed indie games more, or like I got more into the indie game branch because they do their own thing, excluded from any corporation, and once they're done, they're done. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. And I mean, with like early access and shit like that, it is pretty helpful. Like you can give feedback, they can work on it, they can give you further information, so it's not too bad. But I don't think many huge corporations do that. Like when I think of Square Enix and Mankind Divided, they pushed them like a week before release to put in microtransactions, even though they wanted to do bug fixing. Square Enix was like, you're not going to do bug fixes, you're going to get us more money. Yeah, that is why I'm saying like this is like where I can put my mind at rest if you get like the time you lost or you worked overtime back. Like this is what happened to me. I had like 4 extra holidays then after that week of crunch, and I could just I lost my leg. Fuck. And after that, I could just take 3 days off, and I just immediately did. That was okay. Like I didn't complain about that. I just had to work more, and then I got a kind of like an extra week holiday, so that's not too bad. But if you don't have to decide, if you don't get anything, even if I say like yeah you get more money, but you do it for a year, that is bullshit. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, fuck Square Enix, exactly.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to...
Yeah, yeah, EA, like, the thing is, like, I can understand if a indie developer goes for early access, or like, early development, pre-shows and testing. That makes sense. They want to present it and show, like, and get feedback, because they don't have hundreds or billions of dollars to get marketing and such going. But a corporation, which is making millions and billions of dollars, them putting a game in early access is like, what? Like, then there is a huge mismanagement issue happening. Also, Deadly Donor is giving the 12-hour challenge, 12-hour stream some points. Throw your points in there, I guess. Effect. Oh, I didn't see that it's effect because I'm just looking quickly at chat and then going back. I just saying EFF and I was like, okay, EFF is working. Where's my mouse? Okay, I'm losing for some reason my focus a couple of times in the game. Weird. Yeah, they do that too. I agree, Swatto. They do that too. But just most, like obviously everywhere you can find crunch. Just that it's more in a human way or human resolve, I would say, than in comparison to big parties or big corporations. What is your take on what happened to the ending of Deus Ex Mankind Divided? I don't know how. I think they planned it that way this
Heads
time
up,
with
JC.
Mankind
Your
Divided.
brother Paul is on
Are
his
you
way.
thinking, or do you mean the one of Human Revolution with the buttons? Or maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that was planned, and I think the way they did it, that you can do the, like, either get Marchenko and kill him and then the other guys die from the poison, or help the guys from the
Heads
poison and
everywhere,
then
JC.
he blows up
Your
the
orders are to
civilians,
shoot
or
on sight.
rescue both.
A
But
pneumatic
it's
would form
okay,
on the
it's
north
not too
dock
bad, I
bridge
enjoyed it.
outside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase.
But like in
"Fire,"
Human
and
Revolution, when they had no time and choose a button ending, that was like, oof, not cool.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty,
Yeah.
remember that a headshot is a lethal
Yeah, like if they knew that they're so far behind with Cyberpunk, then they should have just said like, yeah, it will take 2-3 more years.
Heads up, JC.
I think
Your brother
everyone would
Paul
be
is on his
fine.
way.
Like, I think that would be the best solution. Instead, they said like, okay, no, we need to hold this deadline in a year, and we know we're behind schedule by tons. So like, everyone does a year crunch, lol. And the worst
Heads
about this is
everywhere,
like,
JC. Your orders are to
it's just
shoot
that
on
they
sight.
basically
A
say
pneumatic
like,
would
oh
form on
yeah,
the north
you
dock
don't want to
bridge
do this
outside
crunch
the
anymore, you don't
statue.
want to work,
Look
well
for a
then,
bomb.
fuck
Identify
you,
yourself
go
with the
away and
phrase,
we just
"Fire,"
hire a
and cover.
cheap student to do your work, and it's just bullshit. Oh, you mean the story?
If you want to
Yeah,
make a
that
covert
is really
approach,
unfortunate,
remember the
but that's
Academy
because
stealth
Square Enix
course.
wanted
Stay out of their field of view, walk
to slice
slowly
it
to
into
stay
3
quiet,
games
and crouch
with a
behind cover.
storyline,
Or if you have to get your
and
hands
that is
dirty,
just
remember that a headshot is
shit.
a lethal takedown.
Then quit. Yeah, exactly. They just tell like, oh yeah, oh you have to take care of a family. Well, then better you do crunch or you're screwed. And it's just no.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, effect. The reason for that, as I said before, is they wanted to put it into 3 separate games. So Mankind Divided is one of the first part of that storyline, and they never finished it, and nobody knows if it's still getting developed. It's the same with the Fall, when in the Fall you go you go into the helicopter, you fly away, and it says to be continued. It never happened because everyone hated the game when it got released on
If you want
PC.
to make a covert approach,
Because they literally
remember
just
the
put
Academy
the
stealth
port
course.
from
Stay
iPad
out of their field of
on
view,
PC.
walk slowly to stay
Uh,
quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal
Stenton.
takedown.
Ooh, I hit it. He's invincible. Okay. None of the Deus Ex. I think the Deus Ex 1 endings were pretty well done. Like, especially for an early game giving you choices. Even though those were, well, not really,
Heads
but
up,
kinda-ish
JC. Your brother Paul is on his
button
way.
presses, but I think it's still cool that you can decide what ending you want to have. In Human Revolution, the endings were just horrible because, well, they had no time, so they implemented it in buttons, and all your decisions you made through the game had no meaning. So that's really unfortunate. And in Mankind Divided, they didn't finish the story, and just it feels like that in the middle of the game, when the game is going to start with a plot, it just finishes, and it's like weird.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course.
Yeah,
Stay
for
out
the
of their
time
field of
they're
view,
good,
walk
I
slowly
would
to
say.
stay quiet,
But of
and
course, the
crouch
ending
behind cover.
could have
Or
been
if you
done
have to get your
better.
hands dirty,
But I still
remember
think
that a
that you have
headshot is
the
a
player
lethal takedown.
choices in between is really nice. And also, hey Barfi, what's up?
Check
But
it
it's
out.
hard to implement that and that every decision makes something like that. I think Dragon Age Origins kinda did it like that too, where you have the storyline, but it still goes on this thin line,
Mr.
but you
Manderley
can
wants to
just
see you.
change
Level
the
2.
outcome a bit
His
here and a bit
secretary,
there,
Janice
and I
Reed,
think that
has
is
your
pretty
login
cool.
and password. Before the briefing, you've got
General Car
Yeah, Mankind Divided had so much missed potential because of Square Enix
That was a
screwing
close
too
one
many
there.
things in and over it. Fallout 1 and 2, I never played them. I just know that those are the top thing, like Jacked Alliance. Always hold up for you. That's good to hear.
Wish I was going
I
with
think
you.
my favorite JRPG, when I'm thinking about it, is Grandia 2. I played it so many times. But then again, my favorite RTS game I like to always go back to, even after years, is Battle Realms. Because for such an old game, they put so much effort and love into. For an RTS game back then, like, it's like really nice.
Is they found us. Ashes.
And yeah, nobody knows what will happen with the sequel or when it will get announced. So all we can do is wait.
Let's head out.
It would take over. I never played any of the Persona games. All I know is they're very time consuming. And soon I won't have the time to play them. Oh god, how many years Yo Fox to need? What's up? How are you doing? How's it going? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 8, 9?
They found us. Take him out. I swear I heard something. I swear I heard something.
The NSF terrorists is
Plop. Now I'm confused. What do you mean with how many years? Oh. Save and quit so you could chip away with it. Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. Like, I just know that a lot of older games don't have that, but then again, if you play on an emulator, you can just save whenever. Forza Horizon 4. That was the sports game, like the motor sports game. That's all I know. I died from the poison. Shit. Okay. Oh man. Run, sir. Well, I mean, we had one good attempt until prison. How many years you still playing Deus Ex? I mean, started 7 years ago with speedruns. I'm still doing them. Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about the Dirt games, because from what I know, there are two different Dirt games. Like, one is more like the racing thing, and the other is more like the fun game or something.
Your orders are to shoot on sight.
Why it lags when you split? It shouldn't lag. It's lagging when I'm saving, but that's because of the game engine in Unreal Engine Velico. Also, yo, what's up?
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the academy.
Maybe more. We will see.
Stay out of their field of view.
I mean, as long as I have interest and I have fun speedrunning, I will do it, sure.
Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is
But I'm not doing it like most people like say like, oh, I'm going to stop speedrunning. Here's a pass bin. Like, why would I do that? If I'm gone, then I'm gone.
The retinal
If I'm
scanner
back,
can
then I'm
read blood
back.
vessel patterns right
Like,
through your sunglasses.
you never know how life is going to be.
Remember
And
that
you never
Mr.
know if you're
Mandarin
going
wants to
back, and
see
it just feels like people are just taking
his
things too serious.
secretary, Janice Reed,
It will be
has your
different.
login and
I think it's a bit different when I think of martial arts. If I'm going to stop doing martial arts as like a pro athlete, well, I'm not a pro athlete, but as a member of the German national team,
was a close
and
one
will
there.
just try to help the next generation. But that's basically because of my age and not being able to keep the same level as I do now. One of the Devil May Cry games or Bayonetta. The Devil May Cry games are pretty glitchy. I don't know about Bayonetta, but it's cool to hear Bayonetta because Bayonetta is one of my favorite fighting games, like hack and slash games. This is correct. It's not a fighting game. It was one of the reasons I got myself an Xbox 360 back then.
Wish I was going with you.
You don't have the time, unfortunately. Ah, yeah. I think those games are like 1 hour to 1.5 hour long. Speedrun wise, I'm not sure right now. Haven't watched any of the runs in a very long time. Character action. Bayonetta is great, yeah. I just love that how completely over the top Bayonetta is, and it's not basically making fun of itself. Doing 3D art. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that as long as you enjoy it. Like, it's the same with like programming or when I'm training. I don't look at the time, I just do it, and then I realize like, oh shit, I'm training for 3 hours, maybe I should stop. To find a job soon, yeah. I wish you good luck with that. Finding a job at this time is pretty tough. Even though nowadays with online or home office working and it becoming more a thing nowadays, like I think it might be easier to do. Yeah, I think like once you get the job and you're stable, then it becomes more relaxing. I can totally see and understand that point. Because then you have like a certain scale of freedom. But then you always need to remember when your hobby is becoming work, you won't do it as before. Like when I think of like programming, I have so many ideas and things on mind which I want to do for games. And then I'm not doing it because like I don't want to do more programming after 8 hours of programming for a company. Then I'm just like, no, I need to do something else. And then I do training and streaming, and this is where I can basically free my head from. And it's great. Like, I don't mind like doing programming, train, and then doing more programming, because then it's like a mental reset since my mind is like going away from looking at code. And then sometimes I have like even newer or fresher ideas. Oh dude, you gotta be kidding. March, April next year.
Take him out.
Yeah, I wish you best of luck to get your job and your for the artist way. I unfortunately picked up the flamethrower, but the energy cell was underneath, so nothing I could do. Oops. What? How did the explosion reach me? Oh, are you kidding? Okay, I didn't expect the explosion to reach me that far. Ugh. Yeah, it's the same in Germany. Like, fitness clubs and sport activities are not allowed anymore. And to a certain degree, it's complete bullshit. Like, the Wushu club I'm training in, we have a huge hall where more than 10 people can fit, and they still can be having the distance and they can do their training. There's no problem with that. And we also had to give 3 times like a list of how we have the concept of hygiene and shit like this, so that you can still train under the coronavirus pandemic right now, and it's still working fine. There was no problem. And then we're like, oh hey, we still put you out again. Like, god damn it. And just like, hey, just sit at home and do nothing. Become a huge couch potato and make corona babies. Well, I guess I'm one of the guys who did that, but the baby part, but not the couch potato part. But still. What's wrong with you today? Something. Yeah. Failing the tricks. I got one good run, okay? The game is absolutely brutal too. Yeah, today... I mean, we got to prison once. I'm very happy with that. And then I got a weird softlock and some issues here and there. But it's okay. We're getting there. We're still having some fun. Cool conversations.
Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and
And what isn't, yeah. Good luck, have fun, and get Word Tricky. I don't think Word Tricky I will be able to get, but I'm having fun, so at least one is adding. And yeah, the ads from Twitch are getting atrocious. So, alright. Okay, so how it works, I'm German, alright? So, most of you know. So, I'm living in Germany, I'm in Europe, and I'm getting ads from Russia, from France, and from Spain, and I don't have a clue why. So, Okay, Russian commercials are kind of hilarious because I can understand Russian, so there's that. But I don't speak French and I don't speak Spanish, and I'm getting Spanish and French commercials. I'm like, why? I can't even understand it. How much is it improvable? I think like 20 seconds, 30 seconds can be improved with a current world record, and the current world record is like 53 or 43. I think some of best from Ylmir was like a sub 30 or like 30:11, something like this. I would need to look it up on speedrun.com. I don't have the numbers in my head, but it's possible. And yeah, I'm like 3 minutes behind. Spreading vectors. I can understand that, Victoria, but that's why like there are the hygiene concepts and everything, and people should basically keep that. It's mostly at least in Germany, the infection rate where most of infections happen are in private parts. Like 2/3 of infections are happening privately. 1/3 was in in restaurants and such, and now everything's closed again. It's like, yeah, great. Ah, you're German too. Okay, I'm not the only one, Lineage. That's good.
The NSF terrorists in the
Russia. Yeah, I understand. I'm not that good. It takes a while for me to read because I learned the alphabet last year. But I understand what people are speaking because my grandparents and my parents mostly talk in Russian, or did back then.
What are you doing?
I was.
What? So I understand, but I barely speak. I can't speak myself, and I literally learned last year to read. So when I was driving from Moscow for the European Championship last year, I was reading all the signs and commercials and wallpapers, but I had no clue what I was reading. I just understood what I'm reading, or like I read the words, but I don't know what they mean. It was pretty funny. Bloop. What? Why did I lose my focus again? The fuck?
Watch the lambs. I'm picking up sonic
Oh my
transducer
god.
activity. I'm sending you a satellite image that should help you plan your approach. Look for the building with the antennas.
US Amazon commercial. I mean, if it would be in English, I would say, alright, I can understand that. But like, having commercials from a completely different language, even though you're not from that country, is like, huh? Why is this happening? Bloop. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that point. Like my mother, when she was younger, thought like it would be because she didn't know a lot about languages, and thought like if she teaches me Russian and German, but I might get deficits in German. In the end, it was. I mean, I'm able to speak German. It's not a problem, but I still learned Russian passively. And the first couple of years, I still was talking kinda-ish in a broken German way, because my mother didn't know all the German words back then and teach me the Russian instead. So I was talking like, yeah, and when I was kushat, and I was wearing my tapachki, and like people were like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like basically house shoes, and I was eating and stuff like that. It was pretty hilarious.
Carry on, Agent.
A little more decorum, please.
Okay, every time I press the right mouse
Yes, sir.
button, sometimes I lose focus on the screen. I was like, ja, ja, das ist richtig.
This one turns out your chopper's ready.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I wish my mother would have still teach me Russian, so I could use the Russian tongue. So when I'm talking in Russian, I immediately realize that I do the pronunciation wrongly. The problem is I need to get the feeling for it, and I need to train it. Otherwise, I will still speak wrongly, and that is unfortunate. Like all the time, I could have done that at home back then. But at the same time, I can understand the problem with that, because back then, Cold War and Germany getting reunited, and German Russians, like what we are not very. We're not in a good light. So if you said like you were Russian or you were German Russian, which was our case, basically, my grandparents getting kidnapped and running away, such like things like that, then you're seen as a traitor, even though like you just got captured. It's a pretty tough story. But anyways, it was like that moment where I wished I was teached bilingual.
Uh-oh.
But hey, now I'm going to try that with my kid, and I'm going to do it trilingual. Yay! Because my fiance got educated trilingual since she was a kid, and we wanted to go for it because she said it worked fine. You just need to have like a set of rules and how it works, and then teach each language. So I think it will be fine. Like it worked for her, and now she's like, for her it's easy to learn languages. Like she learned German in a year to university level, which is crazy in my opinion. And if I can do that for my kid, why not? So the idea is for Chinese, German, and English.
I guess we're safe. Wait, quiet. Is someone there?
I'm going to die here. Yeah. You learned English on your own. Yeah, sorry, I was focusing to not lose the run again. I lost my legs and I'm losing time.
This is the terminal at LaGuardia owned by Juan.
And yeah, I think that's mostly how it was. Like, I was playing Warcraft 3 online in multiplayer, and that's how I learned my English, or how I learned and practiced my English. Just talking with people there, making friends all around the world, like with a Czech and a Serbian guy, talking in English. Ah, that was fun.
You can relax, JC.
And then starting watching movies in English to practice. Like, it's always like that. Like, the school, at least the way you get taught in Germany, is like, Anna's not spawning. What is going on? Okay, what was that bullshit? I had to shoot 5 times? Lebedev had to be dead already. Ah. Headaches from these runs. That don't get localized in movies. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, I want to learn Chinese. Not only for my own sake, but because I want to be able to talk a bit with the family from my fiance. And also, when my kid is talking, I want to understand what it's saying. So, in case the kid is saying something bad, like what did you say? Nah, of course I'm exaggerating, but it still is a good idea to learn the language. And I thought, like, when my fiance is going to talk with our kid in Chinese, I can just pick it up at the same time. Yeah, there are a lot of, like, my fiance got a lot of job offers in Germany for doing Chinese translation, like German Chinese, because her German level is good enough that she can write properly and talk properly. Like, sometimes smaller grammar issues, but they're really, like, even if you were a native speaker, you would still understand what she's saying. And there's so many people looking for Chinese people or Chinese translators. Crazy. I never expected that.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Hey, Effect, that is literally what I'm going through. It was the same, like just that my mother never wanted to learn or teach me Russian, and she refused it. She always talked with me in her broken German. My German is fine, and my Russian is like, I can understand people now, but I can't speak, and I couldn't read. I learned how to read last year, as I mentioned before, so it's like a bit, it is kind of similar. I had 3 knives, what am I doing?
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh?
Oh, the speaking topic, Victoria. Last stream when we were talking about languages and how people learn it, it is the same issue in Germany. So most people who try to do the pronunciation, they don't try to pronounce correctly. They just use German pronunciation in English. So it sounds like this, like the way Gunther is talking in Deus Ex, because they don't try even to say it properly. And that is so weird to me. Like, why would you not even try to say it correctly? I don't understand. Yeah, so stuff like this. If I was every day in school and the teacher didn't fix that, the teachers even didn't try to say like, hey, pronounce it properly, and try to do it. They said like, yeah, it's fine. I can understand you, so it's okay. I'm like, why? It makes no sense. Like, you're learning a language. Of course, you need to do the pronunciation correctly. Like, if you would do that in Chinese, you would say completely different words, because you can say one word can have 4 different meanings, and suddenly I like your cat can become like I want to meet your mother or something. I don't know, like it would be weird. Like that's why pronunciation is important. Yeah, I think it's mostly like that for our generation, because our generation started with the internet, and so global communication became more a thing, and since English was what most people learned in school, you used that to communicate with each other. Like when I think of like another friend from Turkey, she always said like, hey, she learned her English from playing Lord of the Rings online, and I did that through playing Warcraft 3 online with like multiplayers and friends. And it's like it always sounds like a similar story. Like people wanted to do some stuff internationally, watch movies, play with friends, play games, and then they just learn it. And it works. Because the concept of language, how you get taught in school, is just completely different. In school, you get forced to learn language without using it. But when you're watching a movie or you're talking with someone and you have to use English, then you suddenly see a purpose of learning it, and it makes sense. Because you have the usage. Like, the reason you need to use it to communicate, and then suddenly you're interested in learning. Just theory is one thing, but having a practical use for it is the important part.
Look for the building with the antennas.
Impression of characters. I mean, that works too. Yeah, exactly, effect. They have like those pitch effects, and they use it for multiple words and different meanings. Like when my fiance was teaching me how to say like, this is my girlfriend or this is my wife, she was laughing because I mispronounced it once, and I didn't even hear the pitch. Like, that is what I found interesting. Her hearing is much better than mine, and more precise, while for me it sounds the same. For her it's like, no, you say it one tone higher or lower and it means something completely different. And I'm like, I don't hear anything. 8 years of French in the toilet for you. It was the same for Spanish. I had to learn Spanish for 3 years just till I can pass my A levels, and I had no purpose of learning Spanish. And it pissed me off, also because my teacher was ass. she was like, okay, you have 1 week to learn grammar, and after that she's like, okay, now write an essay and an analysis of this
Outside his office.
economics text. And I was like, what? I don't understand a thing. And she was like, well, if you don't understand, you will fail. Like,
They
yeah,
still have
great.
some terrorists downstairs. Ones you didn't
Mr.
kill in the statue.
Just fire
That was
the arrow,
lovely.
son of a bitch.
Immerse
listen
yourself.
to
Yeah,
this
I
song
think
about
it's the
the
same
shootout.
with Spanish for me. If I had a purpose of or a reason to learn Spanish properly this time, I would definitely get into it. It was the same with Russian. Like, I learned the alphabet quite faster than I expected because I was interested in learning it and because I can
You
read
cannot
now.
wait forever.
And
Yes,
even though
sir.
I don't understand the words, I still know how to pronounce them now, even though I don't know what they mean. Only that I read them out like a elementary
Hope this one turns out a little better.
pupil. Yeah,
Chopper's
pupil.
ready, Agent.
You may use the
I'm
Let's
I'm not
go.
sure what I wanted to say with that, but yeah. TH sound, yeah. TDF, VF, depending who says it. Ah, okay, it doesn't sound unique. Okay. Yeah, I guess because German is more like a
We know the NSF
harder
material through here at
pronunciation
Seems
language,
like a good place to start looking.
but people don't take care of it. But it's always different. Heike, have you ever played Epic Mickey? Also made by Warren Spector. Epic
After
Mickey?
the quakes, the homeless drifted
Was it
down
the
here.
Castle of Illusion
Junkies,
thing, or am I
runaways, grifters.
I
CTSS file a
mistaken
mile-long
that?
license plate.
But I don't think so. If it's only Epic Mickey, no, I haven't played
I
that.
swear I heard something. The panel's secured.
Good. The booby traps?
Austrians? I guess it depends. Some friends of mine, if I try to understand them, it's tough. It's really tough because their accent is even weird. Okay, not weirder, but it's way more different than the British.
Tunnels look like they come out somewhere by the
And their slang sometimes is a problem because I don't know what the slang or what the words they use, which word it is, because the slang is weird to me. But otherwise, whenever I watch some Australians, it was fine. Like, some friends of mine are Australians as well. Or maybe they were not using this. They were not using their
You're entering a Hella-based
what do you
terminal
call it?
below a private
Accent.
section of LaGuardia. Veer to the east.
Austrian.
You should be able to take the elevator.
Did I read Australian?
If you hit
Yeah,
traffic,
never
there's a
mind.
double back across the platform.
For some reason I read Australian, but you mean Austrian. Yeah, I can understand some Austrian, but one friend of mine, he has a thick Austrian accent and I don't understand it. But it's same with Bavarian. If I hear someone talk in Bavarian, I don't understand a word. When there's like a German meme, when someone is talking with their accent, you say "Sprich Deutsch, du Hurensohn," which basically means "Speak German, you motherfucker," and I love it. It's so good.
This is the terminal at LaGuardia owned by Juan Ivanovich Lebedev. We're certain based on what you've discovered that he's working
Oh,
with terrorists.
okay.
Your
Yeah,
orders
the
are to
German
locate and kill
artillery and
We're
weapons and such. Yeah.
You can relax, JC. I told the truth.
Okay, good. It's back. Yeah, like it was a fun thing. Like when I when I think I forgot my, oh yeah, with Dutch. When a friend of mine is talking Dutch, like, and I went for a tournament over to the Netherlands, I understood what they were saying. It just sounds different because it's kind of German, but it's not. And I was like, oh hey, you're talking about this and that, and we're like, yeah, it's correct. And then it's like this typical meme. For Germans, it sounds funny when someone's talking Dutch, and for Dutch, it sounds funny when someone's talking German. But it's always pretty funny to hear that.
You know the drill.
Was it hard to learn the Russian letters? I don't think so. Like, once you know all the special letters and you know how they're pronounced and you get the examples from it, it was okay. I think it's just harder to get it done in reading. Like once you know like that a P sound is like kind of like the, I don't know, how would you say that sign, like the, like a square with the open line in the bottom and such and so on. Like once you know what the sounds are for these, then it was fine. It's French and Italian. Not everything P's are. Alright. No, yeah, I'm mixing up things now, I guess. That's correct. Like, P is R. Wait. What was the open roof thing? Oh, I'm confusing myself. That's how good I learned Russian letters. Now I'm curious what it was. I would need to look it up again, just to confirm. Yeah, no, I was correct. Okay, now, never mind. Yeah, okay. No, oh my god, now I was confused.
The signal is being transmitted, but the satellite is not receiving it. You need to be sure all the dishes.
There you go. I confused myself.
Okay,
I was correct,
come
but
on
I
out.
confused myself, and now it's fine. You live in Japan and you have learned Japanese for half a year. Nice. Yeah, RSP, exactly. No, because I thought I said something wrong, but it's miserably difficult. But I thought like there's a difference because of the different letters you can use. Like one is like kinda Chinese, and then you have the other one, and
Good.
I have no idea. I just remember people talking about that. Like a simplified version and then a harder version and such. Oh my god!
Whoever's out there, give
We're
yourself up.
past prison! A run is happening for now.
Transmitting the floor plan. All of your
Curlic is cool.
artillery to the south. Hold Benson as alive in the laboratory.
Cursive Russian is... Like, I saw my mother write that and I was like,
Exit to the helipad.
do you even understand what you're writing? And she's like, yeah, where's the problem? I'm like, it all looks like curves to me. I have no idea what you're writing. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. Nice, first try.
It's him.
It's him.
We've been watching you from the cameras, JC. Double
Come on,
back,
give me-
and I'll give you the key to the front doors. But first, take care of Anna.
And then the country's really hard also, yeah.
Daedalus.
Okay. Wait until you see how Russian doctors head right. Oh my god. That is, I think that is the same meme in every country. Like when German doctors are writing something on their receipt, like you have no clue what they're writing.
JC, I'm sorry. MJ12 wants you bad. Locked on the job.
Hong Kong?
Okay, you need to find Tracer Tom.
Kidding me?
Used to drop ball off in a small compound east of the market. You could start there. Don't lose any time.
I'm losing time because I tried to dupe and failed. Damn it. Okay, I lost my velocity there. It's fine. It's okay. What would be your dream of a new Deus Ex? What am I doing? I think something like Mankind Divided was already fine. I like that. With like the hub world having like one huge hub world, which is Prague. I wish there would be proper endings and maybe more augmentations and like for different kind of playthroughs. I would think that would be pretty sick. And maybe more story decisions. Like what I mean is like if you choose something 5 hours in the game, but it has actually an effect in the later on. Like, I don't know how you would do it. It's tough to do that, but that would be pretty cool. And I mean, we're just talking about it, how you would like it in theory. So, this is how I would imagine it at least. Also, yo, I can look at chat in a moment. Okay, good. Swimming up. Let's go. Hey Ryden, thanks for the good luck. What's up? How are you doing? How's it going? Okay. How good Deus Ex 1 still looks. I mean, it doesn't really look that good. It didn't really age well, I have to say, but I think the game mechanics and the possibilities are still great, yeah. Minimal improvement over Human Revolution. Yeah, to a certain degree I agree with that game. I think they did some really good things casually for Mankind Divided, so I don't mind it too much. But that's why I said, like, I wished there was more added to it than what they did, than just what they offered in Mankind Divided. But I know as a developer myself that this is hard to do. Ah, that was bad. Ooh, gold. I forgot to save and we got it. Oh my god, another gold split. Should be. If not, then I'll be upset. Come on. Don't disappoint me. I want my gold. Never mind, my gold is gone. God damn it. Meh.
You're next to the compound Paul used to visit, but I don't know who it belongs to. I think I'm clear now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really unfortunate. I lost time at the end, but that was really cool. Palisade Bank was amazing as fuck, and I did bombing. Damn it. Your tweet made me chuckle. Me too, Ryden. I was laughing my ass off in the shop. And anyone who was there might be thinking, like, what is wrong with that guy? But, oh my god, that was hilarious.
How do you know?
Yeah, that's why, now that I'm thinking about it, that's why I liked System Rift so much. The DLC of Mankind Divided, because the area is so cool. It reminded me of Thema Factory, of Human Revolution, which is just huge. You can just explore it, you need to go higher, and there are so many different layers with gameplay mechanics. I loved it. I really, really loved that part. And what I think is cool is A Criminal's Past. The DLC for Mankind Divided were really well done in comparison. Yeah, I played through Revision. I did a bit of routing back then when it came out. I can recommend it if you want to replay it without the technical difficulties it has. But otherwise, I think it's okay. I never checked the game dev talk, I've gotta say. You gotta be kidding me, no! Oh my god, you... nah. I was too slow to get into Deadman Walking. And because of that, I just died immediately from the spider. Why is happening? Like every time I press right click, I lose focus of a no. Spill my drink. Yeah. Found it pretty decent as well. Yeah, I think so too. Root reindeer
These are the
flotilla.
pumps. You need to turn them on, then reverse the flow. There should be a switch nearby to turn on the pumps, and the computer should allow you to reverse the flow.
Ah, it's okay. Yeah, Veron is dead again.
These valves are
I'll
open.
see, like,
Now
once
just
another
push the
big fuck
rest
up
of the
comes, I
valve
will
release.
just stop. But for now, I'll just continue. Ah, this is unfortunate. This is a really stupid way of losing time. Yeah, this is how System Rift felt to me too, in fact. That it was, like, a part of a game which was not in there. But I found it pretty well done for a DLC.
I saw
So I was
alarms
like, yeah,
blinking
that's fun.
everywhere.
I enjoyed it.
It's closing. Get out of there now. At the west end of the dock is a maintenance store.
Yeah, I like that in
Jockey's touching
a criminal's past, you can decide if you want to play with augmentations or not, and giving you the extra difficulty. I mean, obviously you have that too in System Rift, but they give you the chance or choice there because it was like story relevant. You're in this high security prison which deactivates all your augmentations, and you can decide. I really like that.
JC, I'm coming in fast. LZ is hot, so get to me as soon as you
Jock
can.
dupe.
Ready to.
Have it with it, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Semi-aggressive approach. But that sounds like Deus Ex.
Nothing here now.
Yeah, a bit of a better story than Human Revolution's Missing Link, I agree. Refill.
Well, enjoy Paris. Sorry I couldn't get you any closer than this. Majestic 12 troops have occupied the streets. Make your way down to the catacombs. So
Missing,
much
yeah,
better
the Missing
than
Link's
the
gameplay is fine. I totally agree. I had fun with playing through Missing Link, but the story of Missing Link is just,
reports I'm
hey,
finding.
go here, no kill. Okay, you're out. Bye. I'm like, what?
To drive silhouette from their hideout.
The area is fun. I agree to that completely. Plop. Didn't get through. Shit. Now I got through.
Looks like a chance to take out a team of MJ-12 troopers, but use your head. We don't want the hostages getting caught in the crossfire.
Okay, cool. Not the best clipping, but for now it's fine.
I just learned that Nicolette is often seen at Club La Porte de l'Enfer in the Champs-Élysées.
Ah,
These sewers can take you anywhere in the Champs-Élysées where you will find the club. I just got a
but hey, I'm actually
message
happy. We
from
got one gold
Jaime
split
Reyes.
actually. I can't remember in which part, but I'm happy to find
Says
one.
it's urgent.
In this game
The
especially.
cafe address is number 19.
Factory Zero achievement. Yeah, the Absolute Zero run in Missing Link is fun. I agree. The speedrun of it is really cool too. I haven't done that in a very long time, though.
So,
Whoa, why did my splits suddenly got scrolled? For some reason my mouse focus of Deus Ex just vanished. The fuck? Okay, that's something weird.
You found the club.
I
let's hit it.
Okay, luckily I can fix this. Of course, bugged out when going through a scanner. Okay, that really sucks. Rewarding gameplay, yeah, definitely. Okay, let's see. We practiced this before. Will it work or not?
Several different
Okay,
families
where's
are
my
buried
magic
here,
pixel?
going
It's
back
here.
to the original builder,
Boom, there.
Prince Merchant of the 19th century.
First try! Let's go! Sadly, the run is dead, but we got it at least. I'm happy.
I primarily establish everything from preemptive to remember, but I also have uses for that good. When you locate it, I will send someone to recover it. Prepare to receive a man in the cathedral.
Weird scale, yeah. I agree on you with that. The doors and windows. Yeah, everything is super giant there. The cathedral is giant, and even the labyrinth, even though it's kinda smallish. Also, I don't know if Günther died, and also we could look through some graphic errors for some reason. Interesting.
Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
Let's go. Can't see anything. Okay.
My associate.
Big churches. Yeah, okay, that is true. Yeah, this was pretty nice.
Keep going. Batonway is
Wait, I got a gold for this? Okay, I didn't expect that, but nice. Please, dupe. Energy cells. No, not use. Yeah, thank you. Dupe. Nice. Oh, okay, now I know why I could scroll through the splits. My mouse cursor was at the edge of the screen, and I put my splits to the left. And so I was scrolling there. Okay, now now everything makes sense. Give me that. First try, boo boo boo. Okay, why did the run die and ship? Why? And even earlier, but hey, it's not too bad. I'm happy. For now. Oh my god, JC, a bomb. Bomb. Come on, give me the time save. Give it to me, give me the pleasure.
I'm gonna stay back until you have Tiffany. Then I'll touch down in the junkyard to the south.
God, that emote is so good. Also, hey, Proximo, what's up? How are you doing?
They might decide to kill Savage's daughter. JC, I'm showing that a female.
Yeah, this level is normally super long, but hey, if you know the speedrun strats, it's very short. Alright, I'm getting thirsty. Ah. Yeah, the trigger is what I'm losing time here. Okay, the trigger is in mid-air and not active, so
This is how Tiffany was captured.
that's the reason you can do it. But it's still hilarious if you know the technical aspect behind it. Like it's just the more you know thing.
Hello? Company.
Hello. Bye bye. I lost my arm. I don't think it will be too big of a deal. Oh, I'm in. What? Tech Shark Man. Ocean Guard. Kraken. You skip in Dark Souls, which cuts 8 up. Oh, excuse me, 8 minutes? That sounds pretty cool, actually. Okay. Had to save, load myself in front, otherwise I would have died from the next incoming bullets all the time. Damn it. Okay. Come on. Through the barricade? Oh, right. Well, that was unfortunate. But it's okay. We got it. Nice. First try. Yeah, also I need to try Dark Souls at some point. I said it so many times. I have it on my list of games to play through. You kidding me? Oh man, that was a missed shot. Plop. Is there a big difference between the remastered and the original Dark Souls? I don't even know. Plop. Nice. MG12, Skywalker, bam bam bam. Good.
I'm leaving a copy of the schematic in your data vault. It's exactly what we need. I'll catch a ride with Jock and meet you on top of the subbase's command module, just on shore.
Come on, talk faster.
Schematic should be stored on the computer in this room.
Okay. Should be fine. With ugly lighting textures, okay.
We've picked up a submarine approaching the URV bay. It could be an ambush. Hurry.
Nice, first try, glitch, clip. Hey, the end is going better than I expected. Well, besides smaller mistakes I just did. In Ocean Lab. But normally I lose my minute timer here, and now it's fine. That's good. Also, we didn't softlock. For now.
Hello?
No, 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 no. Pig! Verb! Medkit! Okay. Whew. Whew.
Yeah, false alarm, I guess.
Come on. Nice, second try. It's speedrunning this. Hold on. Someone is doing plagiarism. There's only one Heinke.
You may. How long is
Let's go.
Kinda want to. I'm doing that! Haha, Yoshi. Joke on you. I'm doing a dual stream with Restream.io to multiple platforms. Just that one platform doesn't work for some reason. Like sometimes works.
Control room is underground.
And you never told
What we
me?
have is 8456, but that's only a piece of trivia from our days at Area 51.
I mean, I only put the Twitch link in because most people are on Twitch. Not many are on YouTube.
You want it?
Yes. Okay. I was scared that I lost my glitchy save, but I did not. Was pulled from sales though, so unless you're already on the room, that's the only way to go. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Well, rip that. But I guess like if you have like an old
Just spotted a sniper in the tower.
key code somewhere, you can do that. At least it worked with Deus Ex Human Revolution. Like I bought it for 2 friends of mine who wanted to learn the speedrun. Shit, I did not get through. Okay. Yeah.
The schematics show an elevator to the west, but utility power is down.
I'm fucking
You'll
first.
need to bring up the power
Yeah, you can go on
to the elevator. Don't
on YouTube if you want to watch it there. Or on D-Live. Whoa! What was that? Okay. There was some weird sound glitching there.
Objective is to kill Paige, JC.
My ears as well, dude.
You're doing well. Come back to
That
the
never happened
communicator
before.
at
All right.
Station 5. I can get you into Sector 2.
Also, hey Tionit, what's up? How are you doing? How's it going?
Do what you think's right, JC. Only listen to your own conscience.
I'm great. Yeah, I'm doing good. Good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Didn't know your mom and dad tried to protest when we put you in training. They love their little boy JC, and that's why they're dead.
That's why
Sitting
they're
at the end of
dead.
their job.
Dead.
Barely a scratch. You're a little fast.
Everett.
I mean, to be honest, this is not the greatest run, obviously. But if I can get this kind of run in a marathon, I'll be more than pleased. Because the last good marathon run I had was the GDQ one from 2016, where I'm kinda satisfied. And there was like a 39 something, and that was with old strat.
These are the antimatter reactors.
Okay, but if I can get like a 37, I'll be happy. If lower, that would be even better, but with all the mistakes and issues which can happen during a run, this is pretty good. A 35-minute run after my last PB, which has been ages, so yeah, not bad, not bad. It's still bad, but not bad for a D-Rust run. Also, I think 2 golds. Yeah, Paris Cathedral gave me a gold I didn't expect, and Hong Kong Canal did give me a gold. Yeah, sadly here the mistakes start, like smaller mistakes happened. When I fixed it, this was still fine. Then here, this was really good in Hong Kong, we still were in. And then it started to add up. Yeah, and then ship mistake was too big. Then smaller mistakes happened, couple of time wins, and yeah. Oh well. 1 second around my PB, nice. I love him though, nice. Congrats to the cat. I had to take care of the cat for 2 months and it broke everything. But it was fun to play with it. It was like 3 months old after that. Nonetheless, was still fun. That GC run though, yeah, JC. Oh well, anyways. GG on the run, yo Lord Mouse, happy birthday my boy, my dude. And yeah, I just wanted to finish because I'm getting hungry. Just wanted to chill. Wojek. But anyways, still I'm very pleased with this run. But regardless, thanks for watching, thanks for joining in, hope you enjoyed it, this was fun. Also, Lord Mouse, why you not streaming? I thought you birthday streaming, and so I thought like, hey, now I can raid, but now you're not streaming. Why are you doing this? 8 PM, okay, well. Oh, I see someone else doing speedruns of Deus Ex again. Who is Maxim? He broke the game when he started speedrunning this game, so I'll send you over there. But okay, at 8 PM, I'll try to join for a bit then, before chilling with waifu. Regardless, thanks for watching, thanks for joining and I hope you enjoyed it. This was a really cool run, I'm very pleased and happy. I was not sure if I can finish one run, but we did. So I'll send you over. Thanks everyone on the other streaming platforms on YouTube and such. And I'll see you next time. So have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever. Bye bye and catch you next time.